About the US ambassador to Colombo, Mrs. Alaina Teplitz, and the US Embassy initiative to allow US dollars 150 million credit line to DFCC Vardhana Bank, the other the development finance, former development finance bank, similar to NDB Bank. Now, of course, NDB Bank PLC, which the US Embassy earlier allocated 75 million US dollar credit line to be given as small and medium enterprise loan development to generate empowerment of the women's business. So similarly, to make a balance, I think the US Embassy decided to allocate another 150 million US dollars to DFCC Vardhana Bank, the other, the development bank. Now both of them, these banks are now, commercial banks in fact. So they are now, even though they were formerly development banks, NDB Bank, National Development Bank of Sri Lanka, that was privatized based on US advice, and then DFCC Development Finance Corporation of Sri Lanka, that was a development bank that competed with the National Development Bank, but that was also privatized based on the US advice given to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. So then now, they are commercial banks and they are fully profit oriented. So even though the US credit lines of US International Development Finance Corporation credit lines of US dollars 75 million and 150 million goes to these branded names are development bank, but they are actually commercial banks under license to Central Bank of Sri Lanka. So I think what is most suitable is to send this money to the grassroots, innocent women, because grassroots, innocent women who have these small shops and do small business in honorable way. They don't let you down. They are really good, even though they are very uneducated. They honestly give their service. So they don't have any access to funds. They can't go to NDB Bank, neither they can go to DFCC. For them it's those are prestigious banks with posh interior and air conditioned. They are so scared to go to even them. The best thing is to divert these US Development Finance Corporation funds through Sanasar Cooperative Bank or Samurthi banks, which reach the grassroots women who do business at grassroots levels, selling something from a small boutique type, small like a stall. But there's in Sri Lanka these days we can see a lot of women selling rice lunch packets on the roads. So these women, with their children, they sell rice packets on the road to survive. So they must be given support to make them hotels later subsequently. So they can't be reached through NDB Bank or DFCC Vardhana Bank, because DFCC Vardhana Bank and NDB Bank clientele has a standard income level, right? You can't open a bank account at the DFCC Vardhana Bank or NDB Bank, a current account, without investing about US rupees 10,000. So these, very small and medium enterprise women don't have 10,000 to open an account even with DFCC Vardhana Bank or NDB Bank. It's either the Samurthi Bank is the ideal platform to disburse these finance facilities of the International Development Finance Corporation of US to the small and medium enterprises run by women who really need support to look after their children.